Hey, what is up guys? Today's video we have a really special guest on our channel. We have Moogie back on the channel, one of the best players in South Clash. I already showed the replays. He got to #1 in the world. Since then he didn't play and he was able to push from 6,600 trophies to #1 in the world to 8,200 trophies in just 7 hours, and he was mainly using this cheap Royal Giant Cycle deck, which is absolutely insane. A lot of you guys asked for Royal Giant. Today we're gonna go over the deck and I'm gonna show you how to play this deck, or like how the best player in the world is playing this deck. If you guys don't want to miss any videos of the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Also make sure to subscribe to Moogie's YouTube channel. It's gonna be in the comment section below. He's a great guy. He's like awesome gameplay, so make sure to check out his YouTube videos, and also subscribe to my channel if you guys don't want to miss any videos in the future. And also, if you guys want to support me, you enjoy the content, you enjoy me as a person, don't forget to use Kragon mod in the shop. And I would say let's jump to some games and let's see how Moogie pushed so many trophies in like this short amount of time. Here we go guys, here in the first game. I need to say the replays are absolutely insane. It's a really fast, cheap cycle deck. We all know Moogie loves the cheap cycle decks. He's absolutely insane. I think he was on the channel like already like 3 times with 3 different decks, getting #1 in the world, which is absolutely insane. Once with Hawk Rider, once with Drill, I think, or I'm not really sure, and now with Royal Giant. He's so good with every deck inside of Clash Royale, and this is just unbelievable. So he's going for Fisherman in the back, kind of confident cycling it, as long as you don't play against Electro Giant or Royal Electro Giant or Giant Scale, you can kind of do it. So he's just gonna go with that. The question now is he going to go in, is the opponent going to go in for Goblin Giant? Yes, he does. Goblin Giant is gonna be able to clean it up. So let's see how he's gonna defend. He's just going for Fire Spirit High, great Fire Spirit, but whoa, not the great Fire Spirit, to be honest. He needs to go for a Fisherman. Fisherman dies, and look at the damage he gets. So there wasn't a perfect defense for Moogie. One of the small mistakes you see. Every player is doing mistakes, but there was a mistake. Moogie, I'm disappointed with you. So let's see. How is he gonna be able to like getting damage in? He needs to get damage, and this is for sure the goal. Like if you play Clash Royale, you wanna get damage, right? So now you know. So he will just go now for the Royal Giant the bridge, because yeah, he needs to get damage. He's also go for Mega Man. I don't really think he expected the Elite Weapons. The good thing for Moogie is that his opponent doesn't have a big spell, just Zap, so I think this is fine. So he just go for Mega Man, cleaning all of the stuff up, and this is great. This is what he wants to see. So opponent's just going in for another Spark in the back. So I think he's just gonna go for Fire Spirit the bridge. Most likely. No, he's going for, yeah, he's going for Fire Spirit in the back. Now he's going for Mother Witch here. Okay, he's going for Mother Witch on defense, so he's still trying to defend. If I would be the opponent, I would just go for, okay, Goblin Giant. He's just going for Skeletons now like this. Okay, can he defend this? Can he hold the door? He's just go for Fire Spirit, really cheap cycling here. And look at the Mother Witch spawning piggies, which is the most important thing right now for Moogie, because the piggies are gonna tank, and now he's gonna have like a Royal Giant on the map. He's going opposite side, which is I think the right play, because in the same lane it would have been just way too much elite by way and value. Also the Fisherman pool selector, which is kind of really good for him, because normally the Electro is always able to stun it. So he's going for high skeletons also to distract that. He's gonna take a ton of damage here. So how is he gonna come back this one? He's just going for fire, but he's also gonna lock this most likely. I think soon. Okay, he's not gonna lock it. Okay, that's a really interesting game. Here's Spirit's cleaning up. How the heck is Moogie gonna come back this one? This will be absolutely insane to watch. He just go for Fire Spirit, he's just going for Lock High. Great lock, Fire Spirit doesn't get a connection here. Now you guys see, this is a huge push, and he might come back this one. So it's gonna be a huge push. And I think he's just gonna Fireball, right? Is he gonna Fireball? No, he's just going for fire for the Fisherman. The Royal Giant is still alive. He just got off Skeletons, and the Royal Giant is connected to tower. One more hit. Lock is not enough yet, but he needs another lock to finish off the game. He's just going for Fireball. Piggy is still alive, and the Piggy almost seals the D. Fisherman is connecting. No, he just needs another log, and I don't know how Moogie is gonna win this game, or how did he win this game, but what a great turnaround. And if you're looking for a really great trophy pushing deck, which isn't Goblin Drill, because everybody's getting Goblin Drill, this is the deck you want to play. Moogie shows why this deck is so insanely strong. Here we go guys, and now I'm gonna show you a textbook game against Golem. Golem, one of the matchups which is for me personally, I play the deck also. I'm currently I think number 30 in the world, so top top 50 in the world with this deck. Struggling the most with is Golem, because I personally feel like Golem is kind of hard to beat, because like sometimes I'm like struggling. Should I go in with the Royal Giant and he's just gonna tower trade and freak on me, or like how I'm gonna play the matchup out? So he's just gonna start really slow, go for Mega Man in the back, go for the Fireball, so nothing interesting so far. Playing his game, playing controlled. I want to say so, the opponent. Like what I'm talking about. Sometimes I'm like thinking about something and saying something, and it's like one word starts and another word ends. So I really know. I'm thinking like right now, I'm just like new words are coming out of my mouth. So I'm just making a new language, the Morton language. So he's going for Fisherman in the back. The opponent he's not going for Warrior Giant. So for Mugi, the big goal right now is just defending. So he's also not using his Fireball on top of the Mother Witch. He's just trying to clean it up like this. He will just go for the King activation here. And I think the goal which Mugi has right now is just going for another Mother Witch here. And you guys see how greatly did Mugi defend this. I still, like, if I see this game, like, yeah, it looks so easy. But we all know how annoying it is, or like how hard it is to defend a Golem clone push. And yeah, sometimes you're defending it flawless like Mugi did, but most of the time you're just gonna lose your tower and you're just gonna rage quit and your phone is already in the wall. So is he going for skeletons here? Most likely yes. He's going for skeletons on top of the Zappies, okay. Great skeletons, to be honest. And now another Golem most likely coming in the back here from Banner. So how is he gonna punish that? Is he going for Mana Witch in the back? No Golem. He's just gonna wait here. Fisherman at the bridge, just to pressure. He's just going for Prince. I think it's like that's what Mugi wanted, baiting out some elixir. He's just going for Mega Man High here, and just a Night Witch in the back. Why not a Golem in the back? Okay, great Void Giant, by the way, to catch up that. Why not a Golem in the back? Because yeah, like he would have just went with Nagi, and then it would have been just like the Golem would have been already dead. So this is gonna be a huge push. He's just going for Bomber here. Great Bomber playing it high. Also Banner was on the channel like last season, I think. So he's just going for bats here. So is he gonna clone this now? He's just going for Prince. Now he's just gonna clone. So the question is, how is Mugi gonna defend this? Just going for Locky. Perfect lock timing as always. Just going for Mega Man to DPS the Golem down, because the Golem needs to die first, because then the Mother Witch will be able to attack the bats. And every time the Mother Witch attacks the bats, Mugi gets more time on defense, because the piggies will tank, the Mother Witch will attack another piggy, and you want to get the time. You want to slowly win the game. GG's well played. Mugi takes another dub, and this was just a picture-perfect gameplay of one of the best Clash Royale players ever who exists in the game. Here's another gameplay against Swix. I think we're just going like to double Elixir, because this is just like a really like another golden deck from Swix. I don't really know why he's playing Golden Miner, but it's just like a really similar playstyle. I would even say without clone it could be even easier. So he's just going in. He always goes in for something like he always goes in for a Royal Giant when he has a Fisherman on the map most of the time, because like if your opponent doesn't have Night Vision Cycle, especially, your opponent needs to go for Lumberjack, your opponent needs to go for Mega Minion, and they need to go in for Dark Prince, and it always gets pulled. So if you have a Fisherman surviving, it's always great to go in with Royal Giant in front, because otherwise your Fisherman doesn't get value. So this time he's going in because he just felt like, okay, this time I have a better cycle going in, and he feels more confident. But let's see if it's a good play. I think it was a fine play, honestly. I think it was a fine play going in there. It was a really smart play, I think. So the unfortunate thing for Mugi is that the opponent has Zap. Normally he wouldn't have Zap, and if he wouldn't have Zap, it would have been an easy, clean defense. So like if you feel comfortable going in for the Royal Giant and you have like up by Elixir, even by Elixir, I think it's always a great play. And also a great tip which I can give you guys is going to the King, or going for the King Tower. Going for the King Tower in general in this matchup, or like against Golem, is always a great tip, because if you go same lane, if you go for the 2-2, they're just gonna beat you, because without tower you can't defend Golem really. So you should really go in for the King Tower. So you just go Fireball, lock him out. GG's well played. Mugi's taking another dub against Golem. So if you beat Golem, like, I think you right now get like how to beat Golem with this Royal Giant speedy, fast cycle deck. Here we go, next game, and this will be a game which is kinda like slowly, and a matchup which looks really easy, but against the best extra players in the world, like Best NA, or even this Level P guy, which is really high on ladder currently. Like he was top 20 earlier, and he was facing him when Mugi was like going for #1. It's not as easy as people think. So he's just going for a pre-placed Tesla. I don't really know why. Mugi is not deciding to go in because he just knows he can go for another Tesla. And Mugi thought like, okay, it's gonna be a bait most likely. Who's playing a Tesla like that? So he just go for Fisherman, just go for Skeletons. Now he's going in for the Royal Giant. Why is he going for the Royal Giant on front of the Tesla? Because he wants to kill the Tesla. Because if he goes Royal Giant opposite lane and Lelo P is gonna defend it with Archers plus Valkyrie, he's just gonna be able to get the Expo plus Tesla setup. So going insane, especially with the Fisherman in him up. As I said, he always wants to get value out of the Fisherman, and he's just going for that. And now he's just going most likely for this. So he's just gonna wait for the Valkyrie, the opponent here, which is I think the right play. And yeah, Valkyrie is coming down now. Good Valkyrie, killing that. Also the Fisherman will die. Tesla still like stays alive for like 1 more second, which doesn't really matter. The good thing is like a ton of extra players are playing right now the Rocket to just get the additional chip damage, which is really important against all the Goblin Hero decks. And this is why the deck, or like the Mother Witch in general, is even stronger than before, like, especially against Expo decks, because everybody, or like most of the Expo players, play Rocket right now. So just the opponent is just going for a log. Lilo P is also going to cycle log, which is also a really smart play. And I think, yeah, Lilo P is just going to sell his Tesla. Really, really good decision here from the opponent. Like, if you're an Expo player, you always want to play passive, you want to play concentrating, just going for a Tesla. Tesla, like, playing Tesla, you will never do anything wrong. So, Lilo P submitted to the Rocket, or like, was just thinking, okay, should I play the Rocket here? But he was like, okay, no way I'm going to play the Rocket here, right? So, just go for Skeleton Side, just go for Electro Spirit at the River, just to try to get some chip. No, didn't work out. So, just going to cycle log here. Let's see. Is he going to go in for another Tesla, or is he just going to drop his Valkyrie? I think he's just going to drop his Valkyrie, right? Yeah, he's going for the Valkyrie on top of the Mother Witch, which is a really solid play. So another Tesla, and it's a really slow game. As you guys see, it's a really boring game, but also a really interesting game at the same time to watch, because this is how you win the matchup. You want to play defensive. You never want to go for like RG overcommitment, and this is important to know, because I know a lot of you guys would have been like really aggressive. Royal Giant, you would just lost the game. So you want to play passive, you don't really want to overcommit, and now he knows, which is like really smart. Mugi like played the Mother Witch high on purpose. He didn't play it behind the King Tower because he still didn't know if the opponent is Rocket or Fireball. So in case he would have played a Fireball, he plays it high, because that basically means we're not giving him value. So this time he's going in. He's going in because he knows this is going to be fine. Look at the situation. He has a ton of stuff on the field, so he's going for the counter push. You never want to really RG without any reason. He's just going for a lock, and he gets one shot, which is important. So the opponent is going to laugh because he knows the Mother Witch is doing like insanely great work. So, and every time Mugi has a Mother Witch on the field, he's just going to drop his Royal Giant in front of that. So he's just going for that. He's also going for Skeletons. Mugi is most likely going to throw the log. And as you can see, it's just absolutely insane how Mugi gets the most value out of the cards in every matchup which he needs. And he gets so much value in every matchup out of his, like, out of his Mother Witch, which is actually insane. And yeah, there's a ton of Fireball decks, but there are also a ton of decks which doesn't have a big spell. Like you guys saw with Sparky, there's a ton of Lava Hound decks currently in the meta, like the Lava and Bomber Psychic deck, which doesn't have a big spell, and a ton of Rocket decks. So you guys will see, this deck is so strong. If you play it right, Mugi pushed like 1,600 trophies with this deck in 7 hours. So if you guys are looking for a trophy push deck, which isn't Goblin Drill, because Goblin Drill is everywhere, and you have already RG leveled up, because I would personally say RG is one of the most consistent decks of all time inside of Clash Royale. You will always see a Royal Giant deck on top, like Royal Giant in different variations, with ones with the Dark Prince, ones with the Ghost, ones with the Hunter, ones with the Electro Wizard, ones with the Mother Witch, with the Cage, without Cage, with Furnace, with Tombstone, with Tornado, Baby Dragon, Electro Dragon, Mega Man, Lightning, Fireball, Earthquake, Tesla, Bomber, Firecracker, Ice Spirit, Heal Spirit, Fire Spirit, Electro Spirit. They're just like 1 million versions of the deck. And I'm 100% sure, like even in 2132, you will still see like Royal Giant decks on top, because it's just like a really consistent deck. If you guys don't want to miss any videos in the future on this channel, don't forget to subscribe, and also make sure to subscribe to Mugi's channel to never miss any of his top gameplay. And this guy's absolutely insane, one of the best trophy decks ever. I'm going to sleep now. It's 3:13 a.m. I'm really tired. I just went back from my vacation, like holidays, you guys know what I meant to say. So I was back. I was away like 2 2 days. I really appreciate all of your support. I really love you guys. But I'm back, grinding. Best content, 8,000 trophy content will come in the next day. So if you watched the video until now, please let me know in the comment section with writing sandwich. And I'm out. Thanks for watching and goodbye, guys.